2.4.3. Again, it's a related Sage code. And, basically I'm going to type in the code. I see the reset. We've been doing this for some time now. Reset basically just clears out the memory. And then I'm going to define a variable. Now in Sage, x is already a variable, but I still like to declare it. It's a good habit to get into when you're programming. The next thing it looks like it says it wants to solve. Now certainly we've solved the equation before and inequalities. The problem with sometimes when you're solving something, if you don't understand how to do something by hand, a computer really is probably going to be of no help to you. All right, now I see what I'm typing in. This is minus 5 divided by x plus 4. It's irrational. Then they got less than or equal to. It looks like 2x. I have to put the star in, plus 1, and they're going to solve this for x. Right, we'll hit the return, and I can read that. And I'll tell you how I'm reading that. It says x is greater than minus 4, and x is less than or equal to minus 3. Or x is greater than or equal to minus 3 halves. I just want to briefly go back over the notes. And I see it. I see it right over here. And again, this is the question, and they want me to solve this on for the real numbers. And we just did that. Now, of course, I went through the work, and hopefully you understand the work is that you've studied this in either your algebra class or pre-calculus classes, and I get the answer. Now, the answer I would prefer to see written down are interval notations. It's easier for me to look at that quickly. Typically, how do people do that? Well, if you looked at me doing the video, I put a graph down, and I actually graph out the numbers that satisfy the inequality. And I get that. I get those intervals, all right? Notation is pretty standard, by the way. What do you mean by that? I'm going to say it's almost universal. There are some exceptions to it. I was kind of shocked to see that in France they actually use different notation for interval notation. But here's the deal. Most of the world is using this as interval notation. And I think really we probably should try to standardize on a consistently written work. I really do think we should do that. All right, thank you again for paying attention. This was a simple, really simple instance of Sage. I do want to point out Sage is really inappropriate for this type of problem. Furthermore, Sage is inappropriate for any competitive exam of this nature because we're really looking for paper and pencil work to do this exam. All right? Thank you so much for paying attention. No, I appreciate your attention.